Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing well. I am busy researching, trying to find new methods to help you guys, and this is my new toy. So I'm going to try this today and see how it works. This is the formula that you guys were working on yesterday for 8.3, and so I'm going to try to talk through the homework that you guys just submitted. And hey, I understand Google might be having an issue and your submissions are not coming through to Google Classroom. Email me, let me know, send the photo and email. It makes it more challenging for grading, but at least it gets into me. It's not what I want, but for right now, until we see if there's an issue with Google Classroom, just do that. Okay, get it in on time by an email. There won't be any late points today for this assignment. I just want you to get it submitted. But ultimately, I want you to understand it. So here is me talking about the whole homework. Okay, so you've got this formula, and it's all about the actual account balance. This A is the overall account balance, will be equal to the principal amount, whatever you start with, times 1 plus R. Okay, now this R, of course, is rate, but then it gets some changes. We got to take it into consideration, some changes. And then X, the exponent, will be the number of times that it'll compound. Okay, so we're talking about compound interest. How can we get the most money? What we have to know is the R value might actually change. So the R is actually made up of the annual percentage rate divided by n, which means the number of compounding times that this will happen. So let's talk about what that means for a minute. If this is a yearly or annual type of account, that n value will just be 1. If it's annual, it's just one time a year. If it's monthly, then n is 12 because it happens 12 times a year. If it's quarterly, n is 4. Whoop, I forgot the L. N is 4 because it happens 4 times a year. Daily, n would be 365 because it happens 365 times a year. So that's pretty much the basic ones, yearly, monthly, quarterly, daily, that you have to use. You have to use that number in 2 different places in this formula. You have to use it here. You also have to use it in the exponent. The exponent could actually be n times t. And guys, what that means is if I am compounding monthly, that means I'm compounding 12 times, and then t is the number of years that it's doing it. So 12 times each year for that many years. All right, so hopefully that helps. Let's talk about the homework now. The first one you had to do was number 13. Number 13 wanted you to write this formula out with a $10,000 amount compounded annually for 6%. So really, overall, we're just looking at our function, our end result, our account balance after a certain amount of time will be equal to the 10,000 that we start with times 1 plus 0.06 raised to the t. Now, it's just 0.06 because it's just flat out 6% annually. The problem says annually. So n is 1. So we actually don't have to put it over 1 because that means the same thing. So that one will be done. All you got to do is actually add the 1 plus 0.06 and just make it 1.06, raise it to the t. That's 13. And guys, I'm sorry about the stylus. This is new to me. I'm getting used to it. So it is very, very sloppy, but I hope these videos are helpful. Okay, 15, next one you had to do. Same setup with A of t. We're starting with $5,000. This one is being compounded monthly. So we've got our 1 plus, the rate is 4%. No, I'm sorry, it's actually 3.6%. I was looking at the wrong one. So 3.6% is 0.03 6, but because we are compounding at a monthly rate, we have to divide it by 12. Because think about it, guys. This annual rate, annual is the full year. So we have to divide it up into 12 pieces. Then we raise it to 12t because we're going to do it 12 times a year for however many years it is. And so therefore you end up with 5,000, 1 plus, well, actually let me go ahead and add that. You end up with 1.003 to the 12t. Okay, so that one's done because now you don't have any t value, it's just getting the setup. Now numbers 35 and 38, you got to get the setup and you got to calculate. So 35, it's $2,500, compounding quarterly. This one's the 4% for 10 years. So our formula, we've got $2,500 to start, 4% quarterly. So we've got to divide it by 4, chop it up into 4 parts of the year, but then we're also going to raise it to 4 times 10 because it's 4 times a year for 10 years. And because now all of these are numbers, we enter this into the calculator. And we've got to be really, really careful. And the video that I had you watch yesterday talked about the calculator punching in, making sure you're entering parentheses, making sure you're putting in how it's supposed to be. And so this results in, if we just do a couple of the pieces, we got 2,500 and it's 1.01 raised to the 40th power. And that equals 3722.16, and that's dollars. $3,722.16 from that one. All right, 38 is the last one. So this one was $500 on a semi-annual. Okay, I didn't talk about that one up here. Semi-annual is twice a year, 2 times a year. You might want to add that to your notes. Semi-annual. So you're starting with $500 and you've got 1 plus, now this rate is 0.065 because it's 6.5% semi-annually, so it's happening twice a year. So you got to divide that up into 2 times a year and then use that 2 in the exponent again, 2 times a year, and again for 10 years. So when you calculate all that out, you got your 500. This turns into 1.0325 raised to the 20th power. And all of that equals $947.92. Okay, I hope this helps with your homework. I am going to try to do some more of these little videos. The method that I have is limited to 15 minutes, so they'll never be longer than 15 minutes, so they're nice and short, but hopefully they'll be very, very helpful for you. And guys, I hope you're doing well. Please stay in contact with me and, shoot me emails and post on Google Classroom. I'd love to hear from you. I miss you, and take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. All right, guys. Till next time.